Hey, Eric.
Hey, Chris, what's up? It's been a week. How's that poll doing?
Let's check in on the Retrograde Amnesia Season 6, the Tactics Season poll, and see who's winning. Well, Eric, it looks like Final Fantasy Tactics has taken a strong lead out the gate.
When someone says tactics game, tactics JRPG, is that the default image?
It is, yeah, usually like square grids too. Although our second game, Valkyria Chronicles, does not have square grids. It has more of a thing.
Free-flowing battlefield.
Sort of, yeah. Final Fantasy Tactics is winning 68%.
One off this weed number.
To 32%. Yeah, that's right. So the poll will be open for another couple weeks or so, or whenever Final Fantasy Tactics reaches a significant margin in which we can call the race.
When you're listening to this, the poll is obviously closed, but if you want it to be open to you, you can join us at patreon.com/retroam and vote for the next season.
Yes, next season, next mini-season. Next time we have to make some sort of decision that we don't want to make ourselves, we will defer to you.
Speaking of bonus content, God Hand's probably coming out about now, right?
God bless the ring. Yeah, please go to patreon.com/retroam and check in and see if our mini-series on God Hand is out yet, because we will be getting into that relatively soon. Would you like to hear some hot sounds that I've recorded?
Yes.
Welcome to Retrograde Amnesia, a comprehensive podcast about classic Japanese role-playing games where we discuss them chapter by chapter, beat by beat. Welcome back to probably not the final episode of Season 5, but one that's near the end of Season 5. My name is Chris. I'm joined by Eric. Hello, Eric.
What's up, Chris?
Hey, Eric. We're getting close to the end of this game, and when we get there, we're going to have 2 hogs to listen to.
A party. Thank you, Joanne.
And as always, we are joined by the RealNet, a collective of patrons who are watching us record live on a secret video feed at patreon.com/retroam.
We're also joined by the FakeNet, an internet World Wide Web page that I've bookmarked that you copy and paste text into and select the right thing every time, and the page has to reload every 30 seconds, and it's a pain in the ass, but you know what? It helps us out.
Initializing FakeNet.
Let's give it up for Eric. What a tremendous effort. Totally not mailing it in with that one.
Well, hello there, FakeNet.
Hello, Crisp.
Nice to see you again.
Stop the applause.
I was going to say something about it being the only person to play Bubble Bobble Symphony, but who gives a shit, right?
Is that a real game?
Yeah. It's the official sequel to Bubble Bobble. Bubble Symphony.
Really? I thought the official sequel was Bubble Bobble 2.
Nah, that's not important.
It's not.
Official arcade sequel, man.
Oh, okay.
Exclusive Sega Saturn port.
Cool. I like Bubble Bobble. I played a lot of Bubble Bobble in my day.
It was wonderful. It was like the ultimate power-up game. Tons of fucking shit to find.
Really, really good co-op game. Like way better than Contra.
Yeah. Like Contra is frustration, anger, tears, fighting. Bubble Bobble is all about cooperation.
And cute dinosaurs.
Get the umbrella.
And bubbles. Everybody likes bubbles, including kids and dogs.
Now is the beginning of a fantastic journey.
All right, Eric. That fucking guy's dead. Well, not really. Virgil's not dead, but we've killed his...
Virgil was dead, and now Virgil's alive again.
That's true. We didn't kill
him. We just killed him again.
We killed
Anrugel. Slayed an angel. Now we're looking at the cutscene that happens after we played the video game.
Are we?
Mist from fucking somewhere clears, and Blue Testament remains. He speaks.
It's useless. The laws by which we are governed are just too different. Isn't that right, boss?
When he says this, the camera pans across our entire party. Everyone looks winded, even Cosmos, except for Chaos, who stands tall. The camera also stays on Chaos when Blue Testament says boss, so I believe he's addressing Chaos with that.
Yeah, this makes me want to throw a glass bottle at the wall.
What does that mean?
Exactly.
We don't have any clues to figure out what that means, just that it means something.
Yes.
Chaos no-sells all of this, of course, and Blue Testament continues.
Well then, I think our friend has already left, and it's about time for me to make my exit. I have a busy schedule to keep.
He turns his back, but Shion finally thinks of a question, and I'm just anticipating what it's going to be. It's going to be a very important question. She asks,
Wait! What are you trying to accomplish? Why did you come here?
Bravo, Chris. 2 real good questions.
Those are good questions, but not ones that you're going to get answers for, so that her questions need to be a little bit more specific.
Yes. Blue Testament turns his head, but he does not turn around. Then he says,
Then come to that time, to that place, You know what I mean.
Huh?
How do you come to a time?
The same way you come to a place, and that's by putting M dashes on both sides of the word.
Good. There's been a lot of that time kind of stuff, kind of mentions lately.
Shion has come to a different time already. She transported herself back to Miltia through fucking getting camera data off Cosmos.
So we're going to have to come to a time at some point. That makes me happy.
Shion doesn't seem to understand, but Blue Testament tells her, I'll be waiting for you, Shion. My dude then dematerializes, a power I wish I had.
I'll be waiting for you, Shion.
Cosmos announces,
The Song of Nephilim has ceased all functions. The Rhine Maiden is clearing away the remaining Gnosis.
Epowdy Jr. is sitting on the ground, and Shion asks him if he's all right. Did Junior get punked? Did he win? What happened to Junior here?
Junior did not win.
Yeah. Momo had to take over with her special golden energy beam.
He came here to...
He lost his shit.
He came here to get Momo, but more importantly, he came here to resolve beef, and no beef was resolved.
Could Momo have saved herself? Did Junior actually help in that regard? I thought the power of friendship or some shit was going to awaken her, but she seemed to just come online herself.
I don't think that she could have saved herself. I think that if the party didn't show up, then she would have been discarded like all the other Kishwashers because Albedo...
Like so much garbage.
Like so much garbage. Because Albedo already has what he needs. The Y data.
Shion asks if he's all right, and Junior says yeah, then wonders about the Blue Testament.
Man, who was that? He had an aura of incredible power.
Shion responds, I don't know. I don't understand any of this. Does she not know? Is she playing dumb or is she dumb? Because there's no, I mean, I guess someone being alive after death would be something you wouldn't automatically think, but Virgil sold that it was Virgil. Did he demask there?
He did not demask.
Later he demasked.
Yeah,
okay.
he did not, but he said still spouting that self-righteous crap or whatever.
Yeah, he referenced their previous relationship.
Yeah.
And no one else has called Shion out like that in this game.
I think that Virgil's first appearance is still my favorite scene in the game.
Yeah. He shits up the joint.
Yeah.
Rather than answer her question or why he was called boss, Chaos deflects and suggests they get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Shion agrees, and we're out of the cutscene. Now we're playing the Song of Nephilim again. I'm like, what are we still doing in here?
We're going to talk to our friends.
Cosmos says the song has ceased all activity.
I speak with Momo. She says, the Kirschwashers are my younger sisters, even though I was the last one to be awakened. Mommy told me about it. I've always wanted to meet them. Okay. Junior says, look at the size of that device. Setting 10 or 20 bombs off isn't going to destroy it. We'd better go back and use the Foundation's main cannon. This is something that shouldn't exist.
I feel that way about most modern ballpark food. Like the monstrosities people are creating. We need to bomb this thing out of existence. You shouldn't have a shrimp cheeseburger covered in ice cream.
A deep fried Oreo.
Yeah, well, no, deep fried Oreo is rookie level shit. I'm talking about squid sandwiches and...
I like squid sandwiches. I mean,
chop suey sandwiches.
Okay.
Ziggy says there are no more enemies. We need to go back to the Foundation.
I wrote, Ziggy says, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. He's because Ziggy through all this has been man, I am only tangentially attached here. The girl seems fine. I don't know about this man in the cloak.
Did the Song of Nephilim suddenly stop because of a reason? Because it did, it stopped before it.
That's a great question. I think maybe Albedo had the keys and he took those when he left.
Okay. Chaos, this is my favorite, has dots when you first speak with him.
Yeah, he's not going to say shit, dude.
When Shion asks what is bothering him, he says nothing.
Yeah.
He also reminds Shion that she too has a bothering look on her face. She is also bothered.
Stop asking me about this shit.
Shion then dunks on Chaos and says, well, that's because something's bothering me.
Nice.
Punk. So she dunks on him a little bit, and then you speak with him again, he merely drops a question mark. Shion says, that person's voice. I've heard it somewhere before. I can't remember it clearly, but... So she forgot Virgil.
We all forgot Virgil. And she's met Febroni. I guess she doesn't know about the connections between them either. It's for future video games, Chris.
Yeah, something that we're going to have to be reminded of in...
2 years in 2005.
Yes, sure.
Durandal Bridge cutscene, music, warmth plays.
Moments of reprieve.
Shion and Momo ride the elevator up to the bridge at the Durandal. Chaos and Junior are already here for some reason. Junior asks Momo if she's okay. Momo responds with a sentence only possible through the power of anime.
Yes. That man. He said he was searching for the key inside me. He... probably...
Junior then touches Momo's face and tells her what most assault victims deserve to be told.
It's all right. It's not your fault.
Momo holds up the bullet bracelet.
Oh, this charm. Maybe I have this to thank for my safe return.
Chris, is she making her boy feel better?
He did imbue it with his flame juice.
Red magic, yeah.
Yes, so.
Shelley's voice is audible on the intercom.
Main cannon ready to fire. Target, Song of Nephilim.
Chaos asks Momo if she's sure about wanting to nuke that place. Momo confirms, yes, please, for their sakes. Which she's talking about her sisters, I guess. Blow them up, get them out of here.
Yeah, send them to their space graves.
Space hell.
They're not going to bury them at the Damrung's grass cemetery.
Shitter's full.
Yeah.
The camera comes to a full shot of the Song of Nephilim floating in the isolation of space. Junior asks Chaos,
Do you think this'll put the Kirschwassers to rest?
Nobody ever asks Chaos anything, so I'm wondering what he's going to say. Chaos tells Junior the fucking data uplink is secure or whatever, saying,
Well, their thoughts and feelings now exist within Momo. Their wish finally came true.
So the rejects got to be the sister for real if all their consciousness data is inside the true child.
They got to be part of her memories, her subconscious. They don't have any sentience.
So the only justice they could possibly seek for being rejected prototypes?
Yeah, they're not free, and freedom is the right of all sentient beings, and they're all stuck inside Momo's subconscious.
This is like if I absorbed all the future forgotten memories of my sperm brothers who didn't make it in the egg.
Eggs!
Junior replies with, I hope so. Maybe that's what Albedo wanted. The somber music makes this more tragic and sentimental than our crew falling into villainous, devious plans would indicate. Like, Junior still remembers the softer side of Albedo clanking around in there somewhere, but he can't really get it out. Junior walks away, up the bridge, telling the gang,
It's because I couldn't.
Shelley then interrupts Junior's depressive thoughts as he places a hand on the big white cannon fire button. Shelley tells him to go ahead, fade to black. So my dude knows he failed.
Yes.
He's upset about that.
Junior's desire to resolve or make up for whatever happened in his past is perhaps his like driving, his goal, his character goal or whatever.
Yeah. But was he like just freewheeling, collecting apostle named space relic copies? Everything was behind him, and then secret dead brother adult man shows up and just fucks his shit up, and now he's got a plot to resolve.
I think that's exactly what happened, yeah, because I don't think that he necessarily... I think he was working on whatever scenario that I guess Guinan and Helmer are working on.
Politically.
Yeah.
He's the man of action.
Yeah, but I don't think that he necessarily... Like, he was just doing his job, I think.
We saw indications of speculation at that beach scene about Junior's relationship to Guinan, but do you think more people out there are like, yo, what the fuck? Why is the child, or are people just so detached from the Miltian conflict 14 years later that they assume everyone's a Realian that looks like a child anyway, who gives a shit?
Most of the people that Junior interacts with are either Realians or mutants, right?
That's a good point.
So,
yeah. And we don't really know about how the world outside of our bubble functions other than those representatives at one of the councils.
Yeah, only thing that we've seen are people at the Foundation who are social outcasts and poor people at the dock colony.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, the dock colony is our only...
And military. Yeah, and military people, but that's it.
CG cutscene. Laser fire erupts out of the base of the Kukai Foundation, but then it shears off like it's hitting a force field. Chaos thinks something is wrong, which if he's saying that, then something is wrong.
Definitely.
Music. Proto Merkabah plays.
Oh, huh.
Momo points out that all the remaining Gnosis are being drawn to the Song of Nephilim and absorbed into its core at the top. They're heading to the ultimate rave. Albedo and his eggs out in space, standing on top of the Song of Nephilim, is loving all of this shit.
I wanted to have more fun, so I came back for a visit.
Junior can't believe this shit, and he swears he's going to do something. Albedo channels Bart Simpson, telling Junior to cool his jets and...
Hold off on the emotional outburst until you see my entire performance.
Ooh.
Albedo then basically supernovas into golden light. It rocks the shit out of the Kukai Foundation, causing Mary to ask...
What's going on?
In Helmer's office, an expensive bottle of wine vibrates off the table. Back in space, we're near a blue planet, but the camera shifts over to an absolutely massive structure. A real Deus-looking son of a bitch appears below the now tiny Song of Nephilim. It looks like a spinning top that came out of Nissan.
Yeah?
Was that Nissan, or is that just like citadel.
The Fatima Jasper? Or the Fort Jasper. Fort Bart. And speaking of the Gnosis sucking, is that the same mechanism as like Cosmos was using that one time?
I think so. It's the same Gnosis sucking technology.
Okay.
Absorbing for future power, and that's how we're going to have a future energy battle.
Okay.
Shion wonders what that is, and Helmer can't believe this shit. The council in 5th Jerusalem is having a meeting, because that's what they do. And even Yuli Mizrahi thinks this can't be.
That was supposed to be destroyed.
Multiple questions here. This is our second object of mystery that was supposed to be destroyed. Is that a little bit lazy? That like, oh no, it's another structure coming out of the ether that was buried long ago from the past. Like, why are we doing this shit twice in a row?
I wonder if there was supposed to be a larger gap between the Song of Nephilim and Proto Merkabah.
That's what I think. Like maybe the Jinn stuff with Margulis that was cut from this game was in between that.
Yeah, and so I see what you're getting at here. And I think that like the Song of Nephilim would have been an adequate final dungeon. I mean, maybe you'd have to rearrange how the way certain things happen in the
power curve,
in the plot and everything.
Yeah, because signing off with Virgil coming back would have been a sick ass fucking.
Yeah. Some of the things that happen after the resolution of Proto Merkabah could still happen if it was just being done with the Song of Nephilim.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I guess, the Song of Nephilim would not be allowed to fall apart or whatever.
Momo knows what it's called, and it's a word we know well. It's
Proto Merkabah.
Proto Merkabah?
The place where I was born.
Chariot to the Throne of God, Chris. Now I'm asking you, are we whiffing yet that the Proto Merkabah, this Deus looking ass things, this Fort Jasper motherfucker?
I mean,
so this is a lot of the same idea for the end of the game again, isn't it?
It is, but it's not the Chariot of the Demiurge. Well, actually, kind of.
Yeah, it's called Merkabah. Merkabah. It's this.
Oh yeah, I know. It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. It's the same. We're just doing this again.
It's the same thing, but it doesn't. It's not the house of God. It's the house of where Momo was born.
Is Momo God?
No.
Okay.
Merkabah, Chariot, also Israeli tank, Chariot of God.
IDF tank. Yeah, sure.
It is like
I know.
literally.
I know.
They're called that.
I know.
I think we talked about it 4 years ago. Yeah. Let's whiff it. 23.
Yet another small spacecraft slides in, and there's a guy out in space riding on its hood. It's not Cherenkov who's familiar with space riding. Instead, it's the... Dude, what if there's a yellow testament and Cherenkov took his mask off? That would destroy his character, but it would be like, oh God.
Man, I hope... I know he's not, but I wish he was.
I mean, we've seen the Black Testament already, Eric Weber, but that's future game shit.
You know?
There is one more testament left in the Xenosaga series. Do you remember who it is? Don't say it.
No, I don't know who it is.
Okay.
But that does remind me that Cherenkov was a character that was allowed to die. I think I mentioned previously that there's characters that
I'm sure there's other characters, but, you can't think of it in the moment. Anyway, it's the Blue Testament, and he says...
That bastard, summoning needless toys. You've forgotten your duties, haven't you?
Chris, why does Albedo keep going off script? Is it just for the lulz, or why doesn't anyone tolerate this? Is this still in part of the scenario for Wilhelm?
I think it's within the margin of error, I think, as we talked about before.
It is just upsetting and will cause his scenario guys to work harder to reach their destination.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because if you've got a scenario, you can't interfere too much.
I'm sure we've all had moments at work or in professional things where you see somebody do something and you're like, God damn it, that's like an hour extra work I have to do now because of some idiot thing you just did.
Yes.
We then hear the voice of Red Testament.
Never mind that. Come back, Virgil.
Chris, is Red Testament always calm?
As far as I can tell.
So can I. Like, he never raises his voice at anything.
His voice is less distorted here, so it's like way more obviously Kevin now.
Yeah, Kevin from Salute Your Shorts.
Yes.
Blue Testament's mask then evaporates, exposing the face of, yes, Virgil to outer space. He no-sells the vacuum, then replies indignantly,
What's your problem? I don't take orders from you. And stop talking inside my head like that. I'm not used to it yet.
Red Testament replies, affirmatively, slightly annoyed.
I'm afraid you'll need to get used to it.
So there is like a hint of anger right there, to me.
Yeah, good call.
Virgil then hallucinates the Cosmos clip art and topless Shion model in the same order that Albedo did. What the shit is this for?
He's having something implanted into his mind, and it suggests to me that the Red Testament, or Wilhelm vis-a-vis the Red Testament, or vice versa, has already accessed the white data, or has that information.
But why to play it now?
To let Virgil know what
he's dealing with?
Yeah.
Okay. Virgil continues.
So that's what this is all about. You're quite the cunning little bastard. All right then. But next time, I'm doing things my way.
Who's the little bastard?
I think he's talking to Kevin.
Okay, so Kevin's the bastard here because Kevin just revealed like pieces of information to Virgil.
I'm going to assume that Virgil knows Kevin's identity.
Oh, at this point, yeah, if they're co-work. I mean, unless they never take off their masks.
Yeah.
Nobody at the fuck party can demask.
But part of the reason that he's calling him a cunning bastard is because that he sees that Shion is an important piece to the scenario, and this was also your girlfriend and the person on the Cosmos project.
Yeah.
Not a coincidence.
Not a coincidence
And
at
so
all.
he's calling him a cunning bastard because I'm going to assume that Wilhelm and or Kevin orchestrated that for some reason.
We also then get a hint of why Virgil was selected because he says, all right then, but next time I'm doing things my way. And Red Testament tells Virgil,
that's what's intended.
So he's just playing into their scenario.
Yeah.
What do you think that deal was like? It's like, we're going to bring you back to life, but you have to wear this and you can do whatever you want, but we know what you're going to do and it's going to be for us.
I would wear that outfit if it meant I could phase in and out of places.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too, man.
So,
what color would you be?
I might be this like cream color.
Just boring black, white. I just bought a house and we have to flip it real quick. Wall paint.
Yes.
All right. Cool.
Yes.
That'd be fuchsia.
Yeah, fuchsia would be pretty cool.
Virgil's ship phases out of space. As the Song of Nephilim descends into Proto Merkabah, Junior gets back on the mic asking Momo if this is where she was born.
You know what Junior should have done instead of saying that?
Let's get the fuck out of here.
He should have said, let's look it up in the human database.
Proto Merkabah?
Yeah.
Hit it.
Proto Merkabah, an immense industrial plant built under the supervision of Joachim Mizrahi. Although its purpose is unknown, it has the power to absorb gnosis and convert them into a power source. It is also the birthplace of Momo. That's all.
Okay.
So I think the only thing that we can really glean from that we didn't already know is that it converts gnosis into power.
Gnosis-powered Momos.
And so if
Cosmos technology.
So I'm going to extrapolate that a little bit further and say that Joachim Mizrahi wanted to make his Pinocchio daughter, and in order to do that, he had to summon the gnosis so he could power this thing.
Is that why the gnosis are a whale?
Yeah, Pinocchio spent some time in a whale mouth, right?
Geppetto did, yeah.
Geppetto did.
Or didn't like the whale swallow Geppetto and he set up shop inside the whale and Pinocchio? I haven't seen Pinocchio in likely 35 years. The Disney one, not any of the new ones.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know anything about Pinocchio.
Fake Ned, where the fuck whale? Say something.
Say something about Pinocchio.
Initializing fake Ned. He had no dick.
Thank you, webpage. Anyway, Momo responds,
Daddy gathered together the data he needed to create more Milsha, and then he sent it to Proto Merkabah.
Chris, why would anybody fucking do that?
Because
was Proto Merkabah always a space station, or is this also part of Milsha ejected out upon destruction? Could you not execute this project on Milsha because of laws?
That's probably has something to do with it. It's like what the doctors that research cloning in like a cave or something.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's a real thing or not.
The Principality of Sealand?
Yes, the Principality of Sealand. It makes me wonder if Joachim Mizrahi, did he simply want to rebuild a daughter, or did he want to rebuild a daughter as a special girl of destiny that has all the scenario in her mind?
As the father of sons, don't you wish at least one of them had a special destiny to do great things?
Do I have to know about it in advance, or can I just watch it play out?
I'm just talking about wishing it. Like, do you, deep in your head, I mean, as a logical person, you know it's unlikely, but yo, shit, wouldn't it be great if one of those kids cured all of cancer?
Oh, yeah, I mean, that would be cool.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Don't you wish your kids could start a podcast about Fortnite in 20 years, about how cool it was in 2021?
I wish for...
just shut Chris down big time on that one, guys.
I wish for that to
freaking out.
Never happen. Like, I'm glad that we do this podcast because I think more people listen to us talk about this than anybody listens to us talk in our daily lives.
Anything, yeah, orders of magnitude.
And enough people have said, hey, I like your podcast. It makes my Monday great for an hour or whatever. And
I'm happy to make it.
And we are able to impact more people's lives than the average person, I think.
Through luck and hard work, right?
Yes, and that is great.
But you don't want this life for them.
But if they can impact somebody's life in an even more significant way on a regular basis, then I would wish for that. But if they can't, then they can start a podcast.
About Minecraft. The old game.
The old game. Minecraft will never die.
No, probably not.
Anyway, I don't want to talk about Minecraft.
The Song of Nephilim locks in, and Proto Merkabah lights up with violet and red crosses of light glowing on its surface. Junior asks an important question.
Are you saying that this thing was built for the purpose of creating you?
Initializing fake net. Wow, that was hard to hear. What Junior said was,
Are you saying that thing was built for the purpose of creating you? Nobody answers, which I guess makes that statement, which I still have no idea why this shit exists at all for Momo specifically, but we're being told multiple times she was born there. I don't know. Now we're back in 5th Jerusalem, at the council. I guess someone asked Yuli that same question because she lays it out.
That wasn't its original purpose. It was created to discover the true form of the universe, the form we ourselves were meant to have. But then he took it and...
Made a little girl? Saw the truth of the matter?
So someone
decided not to turn everyone into goop?
I'm going to say, this was a third impacted device that he instead used power to make girl daughter because she died.
And put all the secrets of that scenario into her brain.
So Momo is the path and the way forward.
In order for her to help the people that are going to undo the bad scenario and make the good scenario, which are Shion, Cosmos, etc.
Okay.
guess.
Do we know where in the fucking fuck Momo was before Utik imprisoned her? How long has she been around? Like, this seems like something that you would not let out of your sight ever if you knew where it was. Like, I guess we'll learn that maybe in a future game, like how she got out, like where she was.
That's a really good question. I think she was probably on 5th Jerusalem, right? And Utik abducted her?
I guess, but Yuli's really cold toward her, but she has a longing for her because of past Sakura memories, right?
I think she has a longing for her because of the data.
Maybe she was in cold storage?
Because it seems like Yoki Mizrahi put information in Momo that Yuli wants and that maybe Yokim didn't want her to have.
Is it the information about how to make people to do third impact shit?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not that he misused the purpose of the Proto Merkabah, it's that he misused it to make child daughter, and also child daughter has the information by happenstance. Or do you think he locked it in there on purpose?
I think he locked it in there on purpose, although I don't know if you've got to put it somewhere, I guess you put it in someone's brain, but like...
What's Albedo going to do with it?
He's going to do the scenario the way he wants. He's going to make the goo green or whatever.
Is Momo's the only purpose for getting the Y data, I guess that's what that's called, is to mix it with Udu and do third impact shit? Is that our current thesis?
Maybe he wants more Udu, right? Like, the only way to access more Udu is to do the scenario.
That's true. That's the only way, because Albedo wants more of that Udu. He wants to get even more powerful.
He wants to be filled with the Holy Spirit, like 2x.
He wants to believe hard.
Hard believing.
Be the full Trinity.
Yeah. He wants to be the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
He's only the Holy Spirit now. He needs Father and Son power.
Yes.
Guidance the Father, Junior's the Son. Make me all three. We're a Trinity. I'm sure you can make a read into that. Something like that. I don't know. A council member interrupts Yuli.
Exactly. Just think for a moment about all the phenomena brought about by that lunatic. If that thing, the song, and the Zohar all linked together...
And this is where I wrote Proto Merkabah, the song, Zohar, Father, Son, and the holy shit.
Yeah.
Another guy interrupts that guy.
That's exactly why we dropped it into the abyss after we recovered the 100 series. How is it that it has returned again?
What did you notice about the Abyss?
They dropped Megatron in it as well, and the Transformers movie that was bad.
They did?
The Abyss was capitalized?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what that means, right?
We like James Cameron movies here at Retrograde Amnesia.
It's in the database.
Okay. Chris, tell me what the Abyss is.
Play the music. Abyss. The literal translation is deep chasm. This word can be defined as a deep hole, or it can be a reference to hell. The in-game reference is a double black hole which appeared in old Miltian space.
I'm sorry, a double black hole?
Is
that a real cosmic thing? FakeNet, is that real?
Initializing FakeNet. A binary black hole, BBH, or black hole binary, is a system consisting of two black holes in close orbit around each other.
Yeah, what's more fucked up than a black hole, dude? Double black hole.
I feel like we're finally getting to the Xenosaga shit that I really wanted to get to, and there's only a couple episodes of the podcast left, and I'm sad.
Dude, fucking double black hole is like when whoever did 7 razor blades. It's like when Burger King did 4 patties. It's like, no, you can never add that many. You can't do this.
It is funny because, well, I mean, maybe it correlates with like the walled off secret UMN column of space where Old Miltia is, right?
Sure. Yeah, that unlocks the fucking 5th Loco is just doing that.
You know what I mean, Vern? Cool game.
I fucking can't with this game, dude.
Great game.
Yuli takes a second to think, then says, I don't know, but the original is still on Miltia with only Proto Merkabah. Like, I forget about all of the fucking nouns that are in play about devices that do fucked up shit. There's fucked up shit in Momo. There's fucked up shit called Udo. There's fucked up shit on Miltia. There's emulators emulating the most fucked of shit. Like, how many...
It's quite beautiful, in my opinion. It is the strength of Xenosaga.
We cut back out to space. Proto Merkabah charges up, then fires a laser from its core because why not? The laser cuts through and decimates the remaining Federation fleet. It just does a 90-degree pan and spins and wipes that shit out.
Why does it have a laser?
Why wouldn't it?
I mean, if it was supposed to discover
Jasper, dude.
The true form of humans.
We got to raise the Tower of Babylon to Tower of Babel to hit the mirrors to the laser. That'll point the way to Miltia.
I know some shit about Xenosaga 2 and 3. A little bit. I've looked into things here and there.
We've seen some wikis.
But I have no idea what the true form of humans is. And
I have no idea.
And I can't wait to find out. I hope I get to find out.
Again, creatively, I think we need to take a break but I need to know what happens in this game.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
I wish this was our full-time job so we could do this and a different game.
I can't play any more Xenosaga. I can watch cutscenes and talk about them all you want, but I cannot be asked to play more Xenosaga right now. Although if it would have won, I would have happily done it.
Yeah. If you are a wealthy benefactor, if you send Chris $10,000, we'll do it. It fades to white, and when it comes back in space, all that's left of the Federation fleet is a debris field. Just like that, Xion says. Abito's back. Great.
Well, Abito, what do you think of my new toy? And that was using the minute amount of energy remaining in this thing. Just a mere fraction of what it's capable of. Icing on the cake, if you will.
So is this what Virgil saw when he was like, oh God, he fucked already? Because he knew he was going to do this shit, but ultimately these lives don't matter.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's just that he's going to recharge and rebuild Proto Merkabah for their purposes. Essentially, he was getting the gas out of the tank before refueling it.
And I don't think that Proto Merkabah is that important to Wilhelm's scenario. Is it? Like, there's nothing there.
I have no indication.
The only thing that Albito's going to do with it is make it a fucking weapon, right?
I'm sure he's got ulterior,
there's nothing
bonus
there.
Motives.
There's nothing there except for fucking worker man.
It would take one guy to tell us, oh yeah, it also will light the torch that leads the path to Miltia through its laser array. Only it can hit the beams out in space to fire.
Are you making that
backwards reflection? Yes, I'm just riffing. I have no idea.
All right.
But it sounds plausible, doesn't it? Only the Proto Merkabah can fire the laser to hit the space mirrors at full power. Once it's fully powered, it'll bounce light off the space mirrors and light the torch so I can ride the chariot of God to the promised land.
And fill our Dark Souls with light.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Let's move on.
Xion knows this light, and she flashes back to when Cosmos beamed it out and destroyed and then absorbed all the gnosis when she was standing on the deck of the Elsa.
Yes.
Contamination light. Albito, zooming into the deck of the Durandal, gives everyone a bit more information.
Originally, this thing, the Song of Nephilim, and the Zohar were a single apparatus.
That's helpful.
Wasn't that the necklace? The necklace plugged in the Zohar, the fucking...
Oh, was this...
Best not think too hard about that,
Chris.
Chris.
No.
The Gnosis which seek the Zohar are responding to the faint waves that emanate from the sealed-off Miltia. This thing uses the Gnosis as a medium to collect the waves from the Zohar and store the energy it needs in order to operate.
Well, this thing uses the Gnosis as a medium to collect the waves from the Zohar and store the energy that it needs to operate. Okay, so that... All right. Okay.
So Miltia is giving off waves, which is the original Zohar. And the Proto Merkabah uses the Gnosis as a wave collection device to absorb that energy.
Yes, because it cannot absorb the energy of the Zohar
so
directly.
It has to use Gnosis energy. So the Proto Merkabah is the current endpoint for summoning Gnosis as it collects the energy it gives off from the lure.
I guess.
So the Gnosis seek the Zohar. Zohar's on Miltia, which is sealed off, so the Gnosis can't obtain it. Waves are given off, so bored Gnosis manifests in space looking for emulators. Is this what we're tricking them? Proto Merkabah absorbs the Gnosis, which absorbs the Zohar waves, it stores energy, so this is all about free electricity? Is this free energy?
It's not free, but it is energy.
I think in one of the capitalist endgame scenarios is, listen, we found free electricity, it just consumes souls.
Yes.
So souls are real, by the way, but we need them. Also, you still have to go to work.
I mean, that's basically what this is.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Junior Asal Albito knows all this shit.
It was Ma Pesh. When I linked with her consciousness, I learned how to use this thing.
Albito continues as Proto Merkabah recharges, and Junior, hands on the deck of the Durandal, shakes with rage.
Let's see I wonder how long it'll take to charge. 5 minutes, or perhaps 10. You look a little pale there. Scared, are you? Perhaps I should just turn you all to pillars of salt.
Salt.
That's not a bad idea.
Is this the proper exegesis of the Lot story now? Like, if you don't look at God's tank for more than 5 minutes, or God's tank will shoot you and turn you into salt. Salt. And also turn your girlfriend to salt because of the memories I've taken from your girlfriend that teaches me how to use the salt. Salt.
Yes, blood will become salt, pillars of salt. Junior could become like him, red hair to white hair.
Oh. Salt. Okay.
Is that too much? Am I reading too much into that?
Red will become white. Salt.
Like, I think the...
Blood will become salt.
Yeah, that's the blood becomes salt is the correct meaning, but also rubido, white hair, albedo, white hair.
Well done. Yes.
Albedo villain lasts for an exceptional amount of time until Junior raises his head and says,
Don't mock us, you bastard!
Albedo then laughs more and
says, So what to do? All right. I know. My next target will be...
And then the Durandal, the 100 series there tell us,
The weapon is retargeting. It's aiming straight for the capital of Second Meltia.
So Death Star confirmed?
Yeah, which is an unfortunate reduction.
I mean, we're in prequel like mania at the moment this is made.
Yeah.
At least here in Murica.
Those films have...
We're not going to reappraise the prequels right now, dude.
No, I'm just saying they have worldwide cultural
Dude, I
appeal.
honestly had no idea. I'm not sure. I mean, I knew that Darth Vader was samurai disco.
I'm just talking about that they were pervasive enough in the East to be influential to creators.
Okay. Shion can't believe this shit, neither can Junior, as he begs Albedo to listen to him.
Listen to me, Albedo. You stay right where you are. It's time for you and me to settle this.
Albedo responds to that by, what else, Chris? Laughing.
Oh, please. That's not like you at all. You don't really give a damn about others, do you?
No, I don't.
Albedo, no, I don't either. Albedo just keeps hinting at Junior's sociopathy, just pure ruthlessness.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to figure out what that means in the second game.
When Rubedo becomes Albedo, basically?
Yeah.
Is that what he thinks?
Is it like, fuck, Devil May Cry, his hair turns white?
Salt.
I kind of want more there, but we don't get anything. Albedo continues.
Well, fine. Stop me if you can. I'll be waiting.
Albedo ends the Zoom call, Junior dams it, and we fade to black. Are we not in imminent peril? I guess that thing's going to take a long time to charge up, because Albedo said 5 minutes, an hour. What's it going to be, guys? I don't know.
Well, spoiler alert, but later when you talk to one of the 100 series on the Durandal, she says that it's going to fire in 10 to 20 minutes.
But we've got time to go to the dock colony if we need to, right?
Oh, yeah, I've got to go fight Great Joe.
Okay, yes, of course.
A present for you!
It's going to be fine. It's an RPG. It's like what was the meteor is going to land on Earth.
As soon as I get through these weapons.
Yes.
Go to the snowboard game. Durandal Bridge, cutscene.
Hey.
Yuli Mizrahi zooms into the bridge from 5th Jerusalem Council chambers. What she says is very Mon Mothma.
The target is a giant experimental facility that was long abandoned before its completion. A network of tunnels runs through the facility, and the reactor core is located at the nexus where they all meet.
Chris, take the tunnels to the reactor core. Got it, dungeon.
Yes, told you.
Junior's like, all we have to do is take out the reactor core. Yuli replies,
Correct. That'll shut down Proto Merkabah completely. The data I sent to you earlier includes a map of the most direct route to the core. Right now, you are our only hope. I ask you on behalf of the Federation government, and as a member of the human race, to destroy that abominable machine once and for all.
Oh, so she's the boss now.
I think so. She can give us our new scenario instructions.
I'm glad because no one has been in charge for a while, I don't think. I mean, Guinan kind of has been in charge, but there hasn't been anybody to say, go do this. You people, you protagonists, go forth.
Well, because Yuli's been part of the Council of Fucked Up Guys.
Yes.
And now are we part of the Council of Fucked Up Guys, or is she an independent emissary of the Council? A neutral ally?
She's a neutral ally, I think.
All right.
Because based on the way she was talking earlier, I think that she is in favor of a goop scenario.
She wants that goop.
Yeah.
I want to become goop. I would only want to become goop if I've got like 3 days left to live. Then goop me and we can see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to see, I want to play this new Yakuza game, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
before I goop.
Yes.
Right. Momo says mommy, and like they still haven't talked what the shit and what's going on with that plot line, but no, we fade to black. So now what I did next is I went and talked to every available NPC.
Every one of them? I talked to a lot of them, but probably not as many as you did. Durandal Bridge, we have control.
I get an email. Our Dragon Tech for Cosmos is now available. I'm still glad Vector is pumping me out this shit toward the end game. It's like, no, we got more stuff.
Yeah.
You get for free.
It is the unfortunate kind of mechanical issue I have with this game is that your
shit's not leveled up.
You get a lot of access to techs, and you can't really... If you've been pumping your points into another tech, then it makes them pretty much useless.
Yeah.
I think what they should have done with tech points is just limited them to boosting stats and had techs just be a single dump of points into like tech.
Point dump.
Tech damage, you know? Like that should have been a stat.
Or you could respec.
Yes, respec, or, you know... Respecking was not even a thing.
No,
not even close.
It was but a twinkle in the eye of any RPG designer.
I mean, like back when I used to play Ragnarok Online, when you leveled up and you had to put those stat points into your thing, they were very particular about like what values, like for maximum efficiency, and you had to be real careful with your mouse to make sure, because the fucking UI was tiny about like what you put your points into, because there was no respecking, and it was terrifying every time you leveled up.
What a wonderful video.
Luckily, it took 4 months to level up, so...
One more email about the Snake Charmer case.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get this.
They gave me 20,000 G, Chris. It's the rabbit, some kind of AI convergence ensuring its own survival across future generations.
Great.
The fucking bunny, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
I get a third email when all I want to do is save my game, but Song of Nephilim now available in the EVS.
Want to talk to people on the bridge?
Yeah, Mary wonders if this is another one of Joachim's creations.
There's the Song of Nephilim and the Proto Merkabah. What in the world did he want to do by creating those things? Really, I don't understand the minds of geniuses. At any rate, it's only right that you accept a challenge when it's been made, so give it all you got.
Chris, I would kill to hear Mary actually say that. Thankfully, we just hired our own voice actor once again.
Thank you.
For her final performance. Shelley tells us...
Yeah.
Unofficial reports say that the Proto Merkabah was sent into the abyss by the Federation government after Joachim Mizrahi's death was verified during the Miltian conflict. In other words, it was supposedly thrown into the double black hole.
Double black hole?
That developed near Old Miltia. Why is something that was discarded in a black hole here? There may be a discrepancy between historical fact and what actually happened.
Oh, wow. The world government is suppressing all the lore.
I want to start in our podcast. I don't know the proper context yet, but I want to start asking if various things we talk about are double black holes.
Yeah, we need a thing for that. I just referenced One Piece secretly, so I'm putting the hat on just to signal that.
One Piece of what?
Shh.
100 series, back right. The Proto Merkabah has set its axis of fire. We believe the second shot will be fired in 10 to 20 minutes.
We recommend that you go fight Great Joe.
Yeah, my question was, are we about to get moored and killed?
Middle right one says, we'd seriously get blown to pieces. Not even the Durandal could survive a shot like that. Top right says, Momo was born there, correct? But why did they need such a huge thing to manufacture the 100 series observational units? Did it have some other purpose?
If someone at JRPG asked you that question, the answer is always yes.
Answer yes. Top left, this is impossible. Our shots aren't hitting them at all. I can't believe it. The Foundation's main cannon is supposed to be able to penetrate any kind of energy shield.
Well, you fucked up.
Who, me?
No, whoever designed the energy main cannon.
Middle left says, it's amazing the Gnosis are merging into the Proto Merkabah one after another. It's as if they are becoming part of the Proto Merkabah.
Do you think the Gnosis, the same with Cosmos' tummy absorption, the Proto Merkabah, they see that and they're like, oh, hell yeah, let me get in there.
Oh, the Gnosis, they enjoy it?
Yeah. Like if this is what they seek more than anything.
They seek the Zohar, so if there's like some sort of faint Zohar energy in there, then they're good. Then they're good with it, right?
Yeah. It's all Zohar energy, just whatever's the most powerful energy.
Bottom left says, no sign of life where the Federation fleet was destroyed. They've all been annihilated.
Chris, before we go anywhere else, can I call an audible?
Audible.
Talk about some minigames?
.com. Listen to books there. Yeah, let's talk about some minigames. Minigames.
You want to talk about Drill Passport, Casino Passport, or Card Passport, or Battle Passport?
Let's go with Drill Passport first, because Mr. Driller is cool.
I find myself in the bowling alley gold saucer looking ass room. Gold and black checkered floor, 2 hosts standing in floating drill platforms. Off to the left is a huge neon marquee that says, I love Driller! with a stylized happy face. 5 stations are in here, all under the word DRILL, drill. 5 NPCs are also here. A guy in green, you know what his name is? You don't.
Holgar.
It's Unlucky Man. He's working on stuff. He says, damn, where's the drill key? You want to know what the drill key is? You must be a first-timer. Go check in first. There's a retired old man in purple, a dankman. He says, ho, this child can get items in this driller game, so she's asking me to buy them. If you people have extra items, won't you sell them to me? The little girl then asks him to buy lots. He turns into a store that you can only sell things to, Chris.
Oh, that doesn't make any sense.
It's a little girl. Her name's Tam. That's her name. She says, I can't get any items. It's no fun. I want items. Gimme. And that's your hint for like, yo, you win some shit you don't want? Sell it to this guy. Then there's Driller Fan in red and green. He won't talk to me until I check in. Finally, there's Hardcore Driller. He tells me to check in. One of the guys in the booth is Holgar.
He lived.
Did you catch the name of the other person in the booth?
No.
Pollyanna.
Pollyanna?
Pollyanna.
Yes.
Is that a Mr. Driller reference?
FakeNet, what's Pollyanna referencing?
Initializing FakeNet.
Possibly. Pollyanna sounds fairly similar to Mr. Driller 2's Anna Hottenmeier, a character who has a friendly rivalry with and secret crush on Mr. Driller protagonist Susuma Hori. Her name, in Japanese, is
Anna Hottenmeier.
Pollyanna tells me about free mode, where I randomly place boxes and destroy them and get the items in the boxes. I can get the drill key, which allows access to other rare prizes. The other mode is, of course, mission mode, where I can get one-of-a-kind prizes if I fulfill conditions under a time limit.
Oh.
One game of Driller costs 20 G. Chris, I play in free mode. There's no music.
That's gotta hurt.
Yeah.
Initializing FakeNet.
I know. Let's listen to some Mr. Driller music.
And the drill game takes place on the big floor that's here. You just take, it's like diegetically taking place here.
Mm-hmm.
I go 4 in free mode, then I have to walk over to get my prizes. I got Hemlock, Medkit, and an Antidote, and I'm like, this is a fucking waste of time.
You want to know what else you can win?
In free mode?
Yeah.
What?
In free mode. Coins, 50 or 100. Ether Pack DX, Ether Pack X, coins, 100 or 300. Medkit S, Medkit DX, Biosphere Cure All.
We haven't mentioned this yet, but this is just an extension of the drill game we played on the Waglinde, where you move the drill across the X and Y axis with various camera angles to try and drop it on shit.
Yes.
And the challenge comes in from putting in time limits and filling the field with garbage, where you're only supposed to get like the good stuff out of the good packages.
So much garbage.
So much garbage.
Like so much garbage.
There's also in the free mode, there are drill key prizes. Do you have anything on that?
Yeah, I read the drill keys are always in glass bunny balls.
Yeah, you can get a thief ring, a battle mask, a life stone, a fast circuit 25, or a guard recovery from that.
I got battle mask from it. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Cuss word, yeah.
I do mission 1. It's a mission to destroy all the boxes. I fail and leave the drilling minigame forever.
Okay, well, if you win, you get a Speed Stem DX.
Oh, great.
It's great. You can also get in later missions a Yamato belt, card packs, med kits, hunter goggles in mission 3. You can get a swimsuit in mission 4, which allows you to put a swimsuit on and earn more tech points.
Which character?
In your leveling up. I think any character that would be...
Every character can wear the same swimsuit? That's tight.
Yeah, I think it changes their character model, too. Like they've got that shit on that they had on in the beach scene.
Yes. For Ziggy, he was in the beach scene.
Ziggy and Cosmos cannot wear swimsuits. After you beat all the missions, you get a powerful drill which can break multiple boxes in one, which allows you to go back and do missions easier.
Just what I wanted.
Powerful drill.
Casino passports.
Casino passport,
Music.
baby.
UMN mode plays. We got slot machines, we got poker, and we got exchange. Chris, I play poker.
Yeah?
Tells me about royal flushes, straight flushes, full house, and 2 pairs. Things like that. It does not tell me how to play poker, and I do not know how to play poker.
You don't know how to play poker?
Fuck me, I have to buy coins, so I trade in 100 G for 10 coins. It's 5 coins for a round of poker. Gosh, Shion is the king card, Junior is Jack. I lose instantly, and I spend my 5 other coins. Ah shit, Momo is Jack and Cosmos is queen. I draw a Ziggy, who is also a queen. I lose again. I run out of coins, so I buy 10 more. I play some slots.
Cool.
Holy fuck, is that a lot of information on the screen at one time. I lose all my coins in 30 seconds and I leave the casino.
The end?
The end.
The end?
Okay, would you like some additional information from the Brady Games Guide?
Yeah.
So some of the these are overall casino prices. You can get sketches, like design sketches, concept art in the game, which is pretty cool.
It's actually a neat prize.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of them now. They're kind of neat.
How do you access those? Are they in your menu or are they available from the casino poker menu?
In the data viewer in the UMN menu.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
which is cool. I didn't know that until just now. So.
Chris, can you play poker in real life? Do you know how to play poker? Where do you know how to play poker?
I know how to play poker. I've never actually played real poker, but I know like the rules of poker from video games and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know, what else can you get here? You can get some promo packs for Xenocard, which we'll talk about in the future. The cool stuff is the design sketches. There's 30 of them, which is kind of neat. I wonder if you can find those on the internet somewhere.
Initializing FakeNet. The Xenosaga fandom wiki appears to have most of the sketches.
Okay, I'm going to read this now because it says Lucky 7. Lucky 7. Sometimes while playing one of the various special reels in the slot machines, you may hit 3 Lucky 7 icons in a row. The Lucky 7 combination takes you to the 9 reel screen. In 9 reel, you have 9 separate reels, each scrolling between various O's and X's. The goal of this game is to stop each reel on an O, which will double your winnings, starting with a pot of 30 times your original wager on the line. When you hit the Lucky 7 combination, whenever you hit an X icon, this side game ends and your earnings are lost. You can choose to quit at any point. As in the normal slot machine mode, switch between reels using the left and right direction. Blah, 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 blah. So, yeah.
Quick question. With all of this shit, including the, quite frankly, intimidating level of card game and the battle game later, in all of this just being sectioned off into menu items that are kind of easy to miss, what were they doing here? Is this some Suicode into cooking mini game? Like, what have you all been doing in here level of shit?
Yeah, I mean...
Because this was when games had to still have it all.
It was, and if you think about Xenogears, I mean, it had the card flip game, and had the battle arena. Anything else?
The battle arena really punched above it. It had that little game in the Kaiser's office. I wouldn't really call that a mini game.
Oh, yeah. So I think the scope and the ambition of making this huge sprawling RPG where you can do tons of shit was on the docket, and there was some, even though the teams were relatively small.
Yeah, like this,
they had people doing this shit.
A lot was cut, but yeah, I mean, I just think like your primary competition here is Final Fantasy X, right? Across different publishers and in the same market.
Yeah.
Like what else are you gunning for? Did Wild Arms 3 set the world on fire?
No.
Did Shadow Heart set the world on fire? Did Star Ocean 3 set the world on, like what, this had to be coming at the king, right?
It had to be, and I think it would have been better served to do the things that it does well better, but it doesn't.
Yeah. It's also a hindsight thing where you don't know what you're doing well until it's done.
It could have been a personnel thing too. Maybe you didn't have the right people and you're like, fucking go make a casino game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There are situations in management when you just give when you give somebody a job just so they don't fuck up the main task.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a good point. Just do this.
Yes.
It is just, it's nuts to me that there is a fully functional casino in this game and you can't access it. You have to access it from an item in your menu.
Yeah. Yeah. That's probably part of the...
Like it should have been a physical location. I imagine it was like the Nordtune Battle Arena is a physical location.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, there literally is the casino in the game and they just did not come up with a way for it to access. They had to throw it all in the end, I guess.
Like I bet at some point there was a drilling apparatus in the basement of the Elsa that you could do the mini game on.
Well, we've seen a couple of locations that seem like they were going to have drilling situations. Like I think there was one in the cathedral ship. So
check it with us next time for more mini games in the final NPC roundup
on the next episode of Retrograde Amnesia. But first, let's consult the RealNet.
Initializing RealNet.
Hi, welcome back to the RealNet. I mean, hello, RealNet.
I used to work with a lady who attended the original Woodstock. And I'd always say hi, and she would always say, not yet.
Great. Working hard, hardly working.
Oh.
Andy Who says, coming to a specific time requires some very well-planned doppelwoggling. Agreed.
Yeah.
That's the only way to do it. John Doe says, anytime a badnik refers to someone as boss...
Did you say badnik? Like the things Dr. Robotnik made?
I think a general term of like bad guy.
Okay, interrupted. Sorry.
Anytime a badnik refers to someone as boss, I immediately hear Psycho Mantis in my head.
Stomach pains, diarrhea.
Yeah, there you go. Eric Verdine says, this bullet charm, which didn't do shit to stop Albedo and Junior, found me through the power of anime magic. Boy, definitely helped me. Anime boy magic, excuse me. Eric Verdine says, okay, what is even the deal with Momo and the Kirschwashers? What story are they trying to tell with it? What idea are they trying to get across? Or is this a Xenosaga 3 thing? I don't know.
I know.
I think we got into it, but I don't remember where we landed. It is worth saying again, though. Andy Ho says, collecting Apostle named Space Relics is what Hobby Lobby is going to be doing in a few thousand years.
100%.
Andy Ho says, does proto mean we're dealing with another type of prototype? Is there a full-ass Merkabah?
Yeah. Is there further Merkabahs buried out there? Or did it only enter the prototype phase?
Eric Vanon says, love my scenario guys who never inform their scenario workers that it's okay when another scenario worker does something. Actually, it's totally fine if Albedo does that. Don't freak out. Like Total Recall having the Michael Ironside character fucking everything up, trying to kill Quaid, but no one would tell him it's all part of the plan.
Up for debate.
I want that fucker dead. I don't blame you, man. I wouldn't want a guy like Quaid porking my old lady.
You saying she likes it?
No, I'm sure she hated every minute of it.
So far, we've seen these masked guys do the following things, according to Cliff Racer. Resurrect, summon Gnosis, communicate telepathically, and breathe in space.
So they're just doing cheats IRL.
The laws of reality are there, and they are not subject to them. So, sorry, guy.
Have they wall hacked yet? I guess that's teleportation, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't think they have, though. Eric Vanine says, why was Virgil selected aside from being one of the few characters with a name?
That's it.
I assume it has something to do with his access or relationship with Fabronia, because that's the only thing I have to hold on to or to connect them. But
his special relationship with Realians, possibly because of surviving DME addiction for so long, in his tendency, we don't have enough information.
Yeah. Andy Hoof says, Pinocchio daughter, another woke gender swap.
Yeah.
Perfect. John Doe says, Joachim Mizrahi played Doom 2016, saw them try to use a portal to hell to generate electricity, and thought, yes, this is it, and built Proto Merkabah.
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of metaphors of CEOs finding their own portal to hell and trying to co-opt it, but yes.
Eric Vanon says, wait, she was built there 10 years ago, but it was a lost building. How long ago was it built or lost?
Stop doing math.
Mommy have her.
Stop it.
Stop it. Stop doing this.
Stop doing this.
Andy Hoof says, typical divorced parent behavior, hiding secret space knowledge in your daughter and not letting your ex access it.
See, man, that's why. Be fair to the kids.
John Doe says, the abyss in space, no one can hear your whole scream.
Screaming holes.
Eric Vanine points out there's something called a supermassive black hole in real life.
I know it's a Muse song. That is not a double black hole.
Black hole sun.
Wash away the rain.
Rip. Chris. Cornell. Burned Barbie dolls.
I need someone to analyze what the Black Hole Sun video did to youth in our era. Because I hadn't seen, music videos were already weird, but that one was real weird for a song that was really popular.
It was really weird. I'm going to watch that later.
My dad and I would watch, watch MTV to wait for that to come on because we both found it incredibly fucked up.
That was one of the first music videos that I saw that made me, that was my musical awakening. When I first started to be I like this band.
Yeah.
Soundgarden was the first CD I bought. Super Unknown.
When I put Road Rash for PS1 or Saturn in the thing, it opens with Rusty Cage.
Oh.
Which is hell yeah. Which is how I think I found that before I don't know.
Wow. Okay. There's looks like double black hole is a real thing. Andy F says, never hire a double black hole to do a triple black hole's job.
No, man. What if a triple black hole's a thing? Quad black hole.
John Doe says, this whole final info dump saying they were all originally a single apparatus is giving me a big-ass Xenogears whiffs in terms of them just doing the fucking Eldritch again.
Everything comes from a singular origin point.
That is a good point. Cal L says, is he saying God's tank or God's taint?
Same.
I think I was saying tank, but you never know what comes out.
Of the taint.
Andy Hoof says, once again, kudos to Mass Effect 2 for killing off crew members if you spend too much time doing side quests in the end.
I don't think that games can get away with shit like that today, but also, yes, kudos to that for playing for keeps and not explicitly telling the player. Well, I guess it was explicit, but not, I don't know, it's not pulling a fast one either. They told you, but I didn't think they would do it.
Mass Effect 3 was the one that had the thing that was
it was a meter.
Yeah.
The global readiness, fucking whatever.
Yeah, you could increase it with your fucking phone or something.
Yeah, phone games, multiplayer. Yeah, galactic readiness. I don't know what
Galactic readiness, that's what it was.
That was it.
My galactic readiness is always high.
Me too.
I'm always ready for Galactus.
For Galaxians.
Xenogears development. No, we can't put a roller coaster in Lahan Village. Xenosaga development. Yes, we can put a casino in the menu.
Yeah.
Eric Fernandez says, I want to know what Liquid TV and the early Nicktoons do to kids. And no, it made me weird.
And good.
Anime.
Because when I see the way that, I came over last time and your kids were watching a Mr. Beast Minecraft video, and the amount of things happening on the screen in rapid succession is also how I perceive TikTok videos, where there's just so much shit happening all at once. And that makes me feel like the way my dad must have felt when he saw Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, and I think that editing style, Mr. Beast popularized that.
Sure, I'd believe it, but it is just completely incomprehensible to me. I can't follow along. It is like it pisses me off.
I'll watch a Mr. Beast video with my kids, but I cannot watch the gaming videos because of the way that whiplash editing.
Yeah.
Especially when it's just gameplay and his friends, yapping.
It reminds me of the high frequency whistles in tones you can play that only kids can hear. Like it's only effective on children.
Yeah. It's wild. I don't think it's harmful though, because most of the time my kids watch YouTube videos of people doing stuff in Minecraft, then they go try to recreate that stuff themselves, which is, I think, stimulating enough.
I wasn't saying it was harmful.
Yeah,
I don't think Ren and Stimpy was bad either. I think that was instrumental in shaping my sense of humor and how I perceive the world. So I'm not saying I'm just saying like I can't perceive this technology.
Yeah. It is. It's something. All right. Well, thank you, RealNet, for joining us tonight. We'll see you on the next episode of Retrograde Amnesia. This episode is a production of Retrograde Amnesia, recorded on January 10th. Thank you. 10th, 2024. You can find us on Twitter at Retro Amnesia Pod, email podcast at retrogradeamnesia.com, Blue Sky, Retrograde Amnesia, YouTube, Retrograde Amnesia. Go to patreon.com/retroam and support the show. Get bonus episodes, miniseries, and access to the RealNet. Thank you, Mark
Shepard,
for the music.
You're welcome, Chris.
And thank you, WorldSend, for the podcast artwork. I need to hit that guy up soon. Until next time, Eric.
Glass bunny balls.
Sayonara, baby.
No, you can do 3. You just can't do 3.
It's going to be 3 40-minute, same time.
You can do 3 animes.
Yeah.
You can't do 3 game ones, especially Xenosaga, because it's dense, but,
It's telling that our anime episodes are longer than the episodes by a lot.
Yeah, I think that would happen if we took any 24-minute anime episode of anything, it would be longer than 24 minutes, probably.
Did you sign us off yet? Yeah, okay.
I did sign us off. I have not pressed save yet, though.
I was just curious. I couldn't remember. Brain was gone.
Save project. My name is Chris. I'm joined by Eric. Hello, Eric.
Hey, Chris.
My name is Chris. I'm joined by a pain as pleasing as your sigh, Eric. I already said that last time, didn't I?
Yeah, but it was more articulate last time.
Okay,
it made no sense this time. Try something else.
Do you know what it's from?
No.
It's from the one of the Joanne Hogg songs in this game. The lyrics are so funny.
I never used to hear you say, you know what I mean, all the time, but ever since you told me it was an Ernest riff, I think of Ernest every time now.
Oh.
I'm just saying, you put that idea in my head and now I can't let it go.
It's not always an Ernest riff.
Yeah, but Vern.
It's only an Ernest riff when I say Vern. It's just something I say, I think.
Yeah, I think it's part of who you are.
Well, maybe, yeah. Maybe Ernest is my Kirschwasser.
I'm Vern.
Yes, you are Vern. But I think that Ernest, like, he's been absorbed into me. He's part of me.
We are all Varney now.
Thank you, Jim Varney from Lexington, Kentucky.
Also buried there.
What did...
Great noises you're making there. So after Chaos tells Junior it's secure, Junior replies with, I hope so. Maybe that's what Albedo wanted. Well, I did all of this shit. Never mind. So, Chris, do you want to call it? Are we going to go with the casino passport? Card passport? As the Song of Nephilim descends into prayer.
Salt.
That's not a bad idea. Red will become white.
Is this...
There's the Song of Nephilim.
Tons of shit.
I was wondering if Chaos asks Momo if she's sure about wanting to nuke that place, and Momo confirms yes, please, for their sake. For her sisters. We've already done that.
What in the world did he do by creating those things? Oh, fuck.
Hole, dump, tons of shit. Hole, dump, tons of shit. Hole, dump, tons of shit. Salt.
Playtime's over!